Indonesia, a rising nation in Southeast Asia, with a booming population of 273.5 million people, and around 45.5 million of them are students. And as a middle school student, I can feel the problematic and also the challenges that Indonesia faces in their education system to shape our future generation. One of the biggest fears is that our education is ineffective to make them become more competitive. Let's take a look at this basic data of PISA OECD News data in 2018. Indonesia still ranked 71 out of 77 countries in terms of education quality, just below Saudi Arabia and above Lebanon. And according to Camdicwood, this score is always stagnant for the last 10 to 15 years. And when other countries are racing to be more innovative in technology development, our country is still trapped in the same problem. But not only the quality of education, our human resources are still not developed. For example, the youth problem like student bullying or cyberbullying, dropout rate, and truancy. And rates are still quite high, like dropout rate in 4.3 million in 2019 and student bullying cases up to 14% in 2018. We need to realize that now our population are dominated by the millennials and Gen Z. Or thirdly, they are part of productive people that will bring the fate of our nation. Let's reshape our future. Let's bring this country to the golden era. And I want to introduce my concept to make our education system could be more effective and better. Introducing yin-yang concept for better education. Do you might really think that this concept is good implemented in Indonesia? The answer is big yes. First, this concept will become a quantum leap to actualize SDG number 4, target 4.4 and 4.5. Why? Because this is a good breakthrough in our system. Second, the submission between this concept with the 2013 national curriculum is really make that this concept is suitable to implement it in line. And last, one of the important things, this could building a better society without any inequality problem, and it means we also achieving SDG number 10. But what is yin-yang concept really is? Yin-yang is where there is an interconnected forces opposing and building each other, so there's two aspects in this concept. First, yin as new generation teacher and yang as old generation teacher, and second, yin as formal education material and yang as non-formal education material. First aspect is meant to reduce inequality rate and number between the generation, when sometimes the old one will prefer to use the old way to educate that feel too boring for the students, and the new one will prefer the modern way to educate that feel too complicated by the old generation teacher. And in some cases, there is some kind of conflict, and at the end, will lead to ineffectiveness of learning. So in this concept, the new generation teacher will act as those who improve the competitiveness of the student by implementing various technologies, and old generation teacher will act as those who preserve conservative culture and traditional norms that will make our country name go global in education without forgetting our country's history. So it will form a balancing power in between. Second aspect is meant to give students a freedom to achieve their dream with their own way. In Indonesia, many teachers always see their student in the same way inside. The teacher actually doesn't know the fact or the advantage, but they always think if there is a student that doesn't know or mastering a subject, it means he is weak. In this aspect, the formal education will act as theoretical education for a foundation to learn and explore the present, but it's not necessary for them to mastering that subject. And non-formal education will act as part of challenges and exploration of a student on their own work and passion, so they can be success without any pressure and achieve their dream with a smile. And how A.W.O will helping me to make this come true? This concept is very easy and can widely implemented without any formally implemented in the curriculum with an enactment, but just put this concept right into your heart. And with ASEAN Youth Organization mission to impact many young lives, this concept can be supported by the A.W.O to be implemented in many education institutions in Indonesia or in non-profit education organization that I can form to promote this concept to the people. And lastly, as part of ASEAN community that somehow we came from the same root and have a lot of similarities in between, I know this concept can also strengthening education quality throughout the region that has the same problem. Thank you very much for this opportunity. Pardon me if there was a misleading information in my concept. Sampai jumpa kembali and bye-bye.